Hi guys, it's me Lunar, welcome back to another Skyrim video. In this video we are taking a look at some fun stuff around Skyrim, not mod related, just the vanilla game. I already covered 5 saddest encounters a few weeks ago, and yesterday we had 5 unmarked locations. This video is 5 cool Easter eggs for you to discover. Don't forget to check out the other video I just released, which is the top 10 building mods as well. Before we start, can we reach 150 comments and 600 likes, our regular daily goals as well. Anyway, let's jump into number 5. In Skyrim, there are plenty of references to historical incidents, myths, and legends. One of the Easter eggs points to the legend of King Arthur and the mythical Excalibur. In Bleakwind Basin, you will see a skeletal arm holding a leveled sword. The arm can be seen rising from a pond located northeast of the basin, which is a reference to the sword Excalibur from Lady in the Lake in the legend of King Arthur. The second Easter egg centering around King Arthur can be found in Rebel's Cairn, a cave on top of the bluff northwest of Rorikstead. Right outside the cave entrance is an arranged pile of rocks with a sword thrust into the uppermost stone. Again, this is a blatant reference to the sword in the stone legend from King Arthur. If you climb to the top of the rocks and pull out the sword, it will be a free sword for you to gather. The Lady in the Stone is also a reference to the Lady of the Lake, which can be found west of the Guardian Stone and southwest of Whiterun. It will be a small island in a river. Next up is the Headless Horseman, and this is probably the most well-known Easter egg for Skyrim. There's a reference to the Headless Horseman, one of the main characters in Washington Irving's The Legend of the Sleepy Hollow. He will spawn randomly anywhere in the world between 10 PM and 9 AM. He will occasionally stop and let himself be examined and then continue riding. If you look closely enough, it seems he's wearing steel plate armor, gauntlets, and boots, and the Horseman himself performs no actions and he can't be harmed either. The Headless Horseman is also not connected to any other quest in game, so he's solely there as an Easter egg. If he is followed, he will normally go to Hamvir's Rest. Once there will be 3 skeletons and a level Draugr to fight, as well as a master level chest, some random items, and Nightshade to collect. If Hamvir's Rest is fast traveled to during the daytime, the Headless Horseman can be seen there. He will stand at the entrance of the cemetery and will not move until the Dragonborn gets out of his sight. Sometimes the Horseman is spawned off of his steed as well, which will chase after him. And if you at all try to block the Headless Horseman's path, it will change direction. Inside Blackreach, you will find a building called the War Quarters. Inside these quarters, you will find one room with 7 small beds, placed in a circle around a lantern. This may be a reference to Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Opposite of the bedroom is a hallway, and at the other end of the bedroom, where a much larger double bed is found, obviously the bed for Snow White. During the Dark Brotherhood quest to kill an empire, the spectral assassin may remark about how the Dragonborn is going to poison the Emperor, and that poison apples were a favourite tool of his life. This may be a reference to how Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, when Snow White is given a poisonous apple. In Whiterun, the giant tree there is called Gildergreen. It is grown from the Eldergleam, the oldest living thing in Skyrim, but it is dying. This is similar to the Gondorian capital of Minas Tirith in Lord of the Rings, where the legendary White Tree faces a similar fate. In Whiterun, during the Battle of Whiterun, Hadvar or Ralof can be seen near the city wall after the battle. Whichever one is present makes a reference to Legolas and Gimli's ongoing competition in the movies.
Final count, 42.
42? Oh, that's not bad for a pointy-eared elvish princeling.
During A Night to Remember, one of the tasks is to obtain a wedding ring from Hargraven named Moira, who will say, "Precious!" When joining the companions, Vilkas and Kodlak discuss the player's worthiness. Kodlak comments, "What matters is their heart," to which Vilkas responds, "and their arm." This is an intentional reference to the exchange between Eowyn and Eomer in Return of the King over Merry going into battle, in which Eomer comments,
"You should not encourage him.
You should not doubt him."
I do not doubt his heart, only the reach of his arm.
Inside of Bleak Coast Cave, east of Winterhold, there is a skeleton hanging upside down from the ceiling. Below the skeleton is a glowing sword. This is a reference to Star Wars Episode 5 The Empire Strikes Back, when Luke Skywalker was caught on Hoth and hung from the cavern ceiling. The sword below represents his lightsaber. This is the second time Bethesda has put this Easter egg in Elder Scrolls games. A similar cave is found in Bloodmoon called Bjorn, referencing the scene in a similar manner. Inside of Frostfruit Inn, Eric can be heard talking to his father, with his father telling him, "All I ask is that you stay on for one more season, and that's just your mother's side in you. This is a reference to Uncle Owen's conversation with Luke in Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. Also, Calcamo can be heard telling his nephew, Icantar, next season for sure, which is also a reference to the same movie. If you travel with the ghost of Lucien LeChant, he will sometimes say, I feel a disturbance in the void, which is very similar to, obviously, the phrase a disturbance in the Force from Star Wars movies as well. Well, there we have it guys, 5 awesome Easter eggs for you to go out and discover in the world of Skyrim for yourself. I want to thank all of you for watching, and I'll be back again very soon with more videos, including mods, guides, and news every single day. If you want to keep up to date with all my latest stuff, click on the subscription button on screen, and if you haven't done so yet, click the little bell thing next to the subscription button on my channel to join the notification squad. Also on screen, check out some cool links, including some amazing videos, the link to my second channel, and of course my Patreon, where you can support my content and help me break away from those YouTube ads. Follow me on Twitter to get the latest updates about upcoming videos every single day. You can also ask me any questions there, and I will try to answer them as quick as possible. Anyway guys, with all that being said, stay awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.